day, everyone. We want to especially welcome you to our microfinance certification program, popularly called MCP, talking about the online platform. Okay, we've been doing all this through physical means, and because of the fact that the world is going global, we thought about trying to see how we can bring everything we're doing online. So I'm happy to announce to you today that from this moment, you will now be able to do your micro finance certification program online, real time, at your convenience, at any time, at any place you want to do it. So let me welcome you to our microfinance certification program online training platform. It's powered by G Consulting International Services, and it's delivered today by the group managing director, talking about Godfrey Ajayi Sunday. Because you have my details on the screen, you can always reach out to us via the phone number that you're seeing on your screen. And also, you can reach out to us on our learning platform, www.glearningcenter.com. And of course, my email is there where you can reach out to me live. Okay, so the microfinance certification program is about a series of courses and trainings that you need to take for you to get certified. Then you can practice microfinance anywhere in the world. This was put together by CIBN, that's Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, and it will encourage you to know that anywhere you go across the world, whatever courses that you'll be taking will be useful to you, and you will be able to do microfinance the way it's being done. So the exam is written in two parts. There's MCP1 and there's also MCP2. So essentially the courses that you'll be taking include the evolution, management and regulation of microfinance. Then you talk about courses like product development and market management. Then you have courses like financial analysis, and performance monitoring in microfinance institutions. So those first three courses that I listed makes up what we call the MCP1. That's the Micro Finance Certification Program 1. Then you have, of course, MCP2 that has ethics and corporate governance. Then you have courses like risk management and internal control in microfinance institution. And of course, you have the digital finance in microfinance institution. Of course, you have an optional cost on small and medium enterprise management and development. So all these courses that you're seeing on your screen are what makes up. And I can tell you, if you're just starting, you can take them bit by bit. Take MCP1, then you can take MCP2, and mostly the diets are held in April and October. But I've had people, because of passing through our training, have been able to, at a sitting, pass the entire MCP1 and MCP2. So I want to welcome you on board as I throw more light on the courses that you'll be taking with us. So of course, like I mentioned, the number one is the evolution, management and regulation of microfinance. When you take this course, it takes you through the process, through the evolution on how microfinance started. At this point, you'll probably be talking about things like MFIs, microfinance institutions, okay? And essentially across the world, when you look, that's how you probably find how microfinance evolved. You talk about things like cooperatives, you talk about things like agriculture. Then, of course, you now come to talk about regulations of the microfinance industry. This is where the CBN plays big, NDIC, and of course, EFCC and a couple of other organizations. Those are the things you'll be learning under the evolution, the management, and the regulation of microfinance. And of course, you have product development and market management. Okay, so I will tell you that microfinance is driven by products. What product you have? Today, we've not been able to find the right business model, and that's why you see that the microfinance sector is still struggling today. Okay, when you go to Asia, they use what we call the group approach, and the group approach has essentially worked for them, grouping people into bits because it's much more expensive if you try to do microfinance bank, trying to deal with individual segments. So, and that's why the group approach is critical. And I've always told people that once we get the group approach right, then we're on the path of trying to make even a nation work for us. Because the nation doesn't work individually, it works as a group. Then, of course, you must have to look at the market you are playing in and how to manage the market. That's the second major course that we'll be taking under the MCP 1 program. Then, of course, you have the course number 3 under MCP1. We talked about financial analysis and performance monitoring in microfinance institutions. Okay, so this is where the analytics comes in. Okay, you talk about your bookkeeping, you talk about monitoring of the microfinance institutions, how this is work. The ratios come to bear in this at this point in time. So I would encourage you to uh, go along with us as we will be taking each of these topic one by one. And at the end of the day, we assure you that you will come out with high grades to be able to know what microfinance bank is and how it really works. And of course, the course number 4 is ethics and corporate governance. Okay, a lot of people miss it because they didn't put the appropriate corporate governance in place. What about the ethics, the way people are expected to behave, the culture in the microfinance is different? Okay, people talk about the fact that in microfinance you have to go and meet the customer. The microfinance sector is completely opposite of the commercial banking sector. So whatever we do in microfinance is opposite. Okay, in commercial banking, customers go and meet the bank. Then, of course, in microfinance, the bank goes to go and meet the customers. Then, of course, again, you talk about food soldiers trying to go and market, disburse the loan on the field, recover them. So there is ethics. And of course, any institution that is managed by the central bank, especially of Nigeria, you must put proper corporate governance in place. You talk about the fact that if you're a unit MFB, that's microfinance bank, you must of necessity have around 5 people on your board, and they must meet from time to time. They must also have committees in which they work through. If your microfinance is a large one, okay, maybe you are covering a state or you are covering a nation, then you can have up to 7 people on board. And like I said, there has to be committees in place and things are put in place appropriately for things to work as they plan. So corporate governance is key. Uh, the tenure system for the MD is critical. For example, you cannot exceed more than 2 tenure. Maybe your tenure is 5 years. So at the end of 10 years of you being the MD, you must exit as a matter of corporate governance. So this is one very critical course. Beyond the exam that you're going to write, I want to also encourage you to say that if you actually take our course the way we plan them out, you will be rest assured that you'll be able to practice your microfinance, and we are assuring you that it will not fail. Then, of course, the fifth course is risk management and internal control in microfinance institutions. Okay, so risk management, risk setting, risk taking, risk mitigation. Okay, then internal control. How do people behave right inside the organizations? These are the things that I will encourage you to pay attention to in the course of the training. Then, of course, much recently, because of the digital nature of the world, digital finance was introduced into microfinance institution or the banks. So we expect to fully digitalize and use the appropriate software to be able to drive your process. We encourage you to have your website, and that's where, as an institution, we come in big time. Okay, you set up and you're having issues, you want to be able to deploy digital marketing, You want to use your social media handles. Okay, that's where G Consulting International comes to play. We can help you with all these platforms. Then, of course, you have the SME management and development. When you talk about MSME, you talk about small, medium enterprise management and development. And as I will always tell you, that is what makes up the key of what you are doing, because the microfinance itself is an SME. So uh, the way it's being managed and for it to be able to develop, for you to be able to get sustained and move on to the next level, things that are being discussed under this course. So I will just go back again to just have a preview of what you will be experiencing under the microfinance certification program online training platform as deployed by G Consulting International Services. And I do mention to you that for you to be part of what we are doing, just go to www.glearningcenter.com. There you can key in and take the courses at your own time and at your own pace. And of course, the courses that you'll be taking include one, the evolution, management and regulation of microfinance. You'll be taking course on product development and market management. And of course, you take financial analysis and performance monitoring in microfinance institutions. Okay. So in the course of us talking across or through this course, you'll be hearing us use the word bank and an institution. Okay, so they are used interchangeably from time to time. Then, of course, the fourth course under the program is ethics and corporate governance, risk management and internal control in microfinance institution. Of course, you have the digital finance in microfinance institution. Then, of course, you have an optional course which is small and medium enterprise management and development. So, I want to welcome you on board and encourage you to join us as we go through this route of you becoming certified and be able to do the right thing for you to do your microfinance bank. Thank you and have a wonderful day.